Hello, my name is Elizabeth. I hope your Daniel fast has been going amazing. I wanted to share a quick devotion with you on the relationship between love and fear. 1 John chapter 4, verses 16 through 18 says, "And so we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. This is how love is made complete among us, so that we will have confidence on the day of judgment. In this world, we are like Jesus. There is no fear in love, but love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love." I work as a therapist, and a common theme I see with a lot of struggles that bring people to therapy can be traced back to not being loved well. Our brain is wired to require and need unconditional love, even as infants, in order to thrive and learn how to love others. When we are not loved and accepted unconditionally in our early years, our brains oftentimes don't form the connections needed for empathy, compassion, and love for others. From infancy, our brains interpret being loved unconditionally and being cared for as being safe. So if we don't believe we're loved, we don't feel safe, and anxiety can creep in and attack every area of our life. But God didn't intend for us to live a broken life. No matter our background, God is a God of healing and restoration. When we look back to this verse, what is God telling us will ultimately drive out fear? His love. God's love is unconditional. It never leaves us. When we are feeling afraid for our future, struggling with sleeplessness and anxiety, resting in God's love is the answer. When we truly believe in our innermost being that God is for us, we can find freedom from fear and go out with a boldness knowing that we are protected. If you find yourself struggling with fear and anxiety, like many are in our current times, remember what it means to be led by God. It takes daily reminder and meditation, which is why God encourages us to meditate on His Word daily. What better time than a fast to set aside time daily to reflect on God's Word and remind yourself that God is always with you and you don't have to be afraid. God's love means that He has a purpose for your life. You were created for a reason. We are all part of His bigger plan and bigger purpose, but anxiety will rob us of knowing that. Because in those very moments of anxiety, we are questioning whether or not we're safe, questioning God's love. I encourage you to spend these 21 days being in the Word and reflecting on what it means to be led by God. Be still in His love daily, and let your fear be replaced with boldness and purpose.